And there you see the challenger, Hyan, coming in, taking her shot. The Mission Pro Wrestling Champion, Jennacide. Walker, you took the words right out of my mouth. I mean, that last match could have been a main event anywhere, but we are still rocking and rolling in this Mission Pro Wrestling Championship main event.
Yeah, Hyan making her Mission Pro Wrestling debut tonight, which surprises me because she is such a great competitor across the state of Texas and beyond. Sponsored tonight by Luis Menchaca and Jacob Cavazos. Thank you so much.
I've seen Hyan go to war with countless women of high caliber all across the Joshi wrestling scene. Hyan took on Emilia Yamashita, an incredible matchup. I mean, she has put her skills on display time in and time out. And like we said before, only the best of the best compete in the Mission Pro Squared Circle. Hyan is making her debut here tonight.
That's right, and you want to talk about the best of the best. Hyan fits in that category, but so does this woman making her entrance now. Your reigning, defending Mission Pro champion. Looks like she's got a little bit of an entourage with her, too.
I want to know where I can get one of those T-shirts.
They're nice, but there she is, Jennacide.
I am so excited to see Jennacide back here at Mission Pro Wrestling. What a journey she has been on to win that women's championship.
Absolutely. Incredible journey to win the championship. Incredible journey through life in general. I mean, you want to talk about a woman who is a fighter, a survivor, has been through more than her fair share of hardship. Jennacide checks all of those boxes. I mean, just talking about how she won that Mission Pro title, triple threat casket match, which was absolutely incredible. Fans, you can catch that on Title Match Network. If you missed that, definitely recommending you go check it out. But again, Jennacide, no stranger to competition and just incredible matches. And again, talking about the best of the best, Walker, Jennacide is just that.
You're right about that one. Jennacide, as becoming Mission Pro Wrestling Champion, joins an eclectic list as we talk about the best of the best. Holidead, Jasmine Allure, La Rosa Negra, Jennacide. That is your history of the Mission Pro Wrestling Championship. There are no better to grace the squared circle, and she is proving exactly why she belongs in that upper echelon of talent here tonight.
Absolutely, a who's who in that list you just read off there, former Mission Pro champions. And Hyan looking to add her name to that list. We'll see if she's able to.
The following main event is sponsored by Fight Back CBD, scheduled for one fall. And it is for the Mission Pro Wrestling Championship. In this corner, the challenger from Houston, Texas, the Renaissance woman, Hyan. And in this corner, from an undisclosed location, she is the current Mission Pro Wrestling Champion. She is the 6-foot-tall bionic beast, Jennacide.
And Jennacide tonight sponsored by Courtney Clark.
Gennacide's fans in attendance, the cries of Jennacide ringing out through the building. Referee Hella checking Jennacide, seeing the belt. So we're about to get underway. Really excited to see what this title match holds, guys. I mean, we can really see anything out of these two amazing competitors. We have seen anything from Jennacide before. You want to talk about some crazy matches, but just really excited to see where this goes tonight.
Yeah, I love Hyan as a competitor as well. I think this is going to be a great match. I almost wish I was watching it just as a fan.
Well, hey, nothing stopping you from watching it here as a fan. I mean, but nonetheless, I mean, just got to think, just about to see an incredible matchup.
You know, I spoke briefly with Hyan in the locker room, and she told me without confidence, with confidence, she stated that she is here to prove something. She is on a mission, no pun intended, to become the new Mission Pro champion.
Puns can absolutely be intended. I love a pun.
It's definitely not the worst thing we've heard tonight, so.
I think that came out of the men's revolution's
yeah,
mouth.
Exactly. We'll allow it. Collar elbow tie up, Jennacide and Hyan. jockeying for position in the opening moments of this championship matchup.
Yeah,
a little bit of a nod of respect there from Jenaccide.
And that's good to see, because we know, obviously, Hyan's intention, and Jenaccide obviously felt almost called out by Hyan. You know, she is our fighting champion, and she is here to defend it, as she has proved time and time again, and sent that message straight back to Hyan, saying exactly the same.
Yeah, absolutely. Neither one of these women are going to shy away from any fight. I mean, Hyan really just called her shot. She said that she wanted a shot at the Mission Pro Championship. Mission Pro Management actually got word of that, saw that interview for themselves, and hey, here we are, ladies and gentlemen, setting up this main event match. I tell you what, I'm not mad at it.
Absolutely not. Consider what must be going through the mind of Hyan right now. She makes her Mission Pro Wrestling debut here tonight at Edge of Glory. She is in a championship matchup, a championship which many women here on this roster have been clamoring for an opportunity for. She gets it in her very first match. You have to prove something in that situation.
That's right. It also speaks to the caliber of competitor that Hyan is, to just able to just get that title shot right out the gate, but she's already in a little bit of trouble. Got taken over from that headlock by Jenaccide, but reverses into the head scissors. Jenaccide trying to fight her way out of it. Successful, but there you go, right back into it. Don't know about Hyan's game plan here. Seems like she's getting out of it easy enough. Jenaccide transitioning. It's like rolling through. I was going to say a variation of an STF, but not quite. She's got the ankle of Hyan, putting the torsion.
Either way, Hyan looks to be in a world of pain.
Absolutely, just that pressure on the ankle of Hyan. Jenaccide rolling through one more time, pulling back on the left leg of Hyan. I mean, you got to think, even if this doesn't submit her in the match, this has got to play a role going forward.
Yeah, I love what we're seeing here. Amateur wrestling stylings out of Jenaccide, but Hyan has made her way back to her feet.
Trying to fight off Jenaccide with that chop, but just Jenaccide telling her to bring it. The arm drag into the bridge, pin attempt, just a 1 count. Jenaccide one more time, 2. And not enough to get her with the pin attempt. She's going into an armbar here, almost a Fujiwara armbar. Can't quite wrench it all the way back. Hyan trying to deny her that leverage. But Jenaccide just rolls through another pin attempt. 1, 2.
So creative in her pin attempts, I would say, as well.
Absolutely. I mean, speaks to Jenacide's skill and experience, able to transition so seamlessly from these pin attempts, the roll-ups, into these arm bars, the submission holds, and back and forth, one right after the other. Just you only see that in the most seasoned in-ring competitors.
Any of these pinning attempts or submissions could put an early end to this contest, and that's exactly what Hyan needs to avoid. She has to find her way back to a vertical base and gain some offense.
Absolutely. She's looking to do just that, able to get out of that wrist lock with this cartwheel out of it and just jumping onto the back of Jenaccide, going for a sleeper hold.
Yeah, just as I said, I think we're starting to see the tides turn in this matchup.
No sooner do you say that, I'm not too sure about that myself. Jenaccide driving Hyan back to the corner, catches her with that back kick. Ooh, and just another hard overhand chop. If you think Jenaccide meant business before, that definitely lets you know she is here to keep this reign going.
Second one as well.
That's right, just continuing the punishment on Hyan, the Irish whip into the opposing corner. Jenaccide coming in hot with that European uppercut into the clothesline, and another 1, 2, and still not enough. Jenaccide still on the offense, not giving Hyan time to breathe. Tries to hit it with that big boot, but Hyan moves out of the way. Uh-oh, Jenacide's got her leg caught. She better get ready to do something, but she's able to get that unhooked right as Hyan comes in with these vicious lariats.
This is exactly what I was stating earlier. This is the offense Hyan needed to mount in order to have even a sliver of an opportunity at becoming the new Mission Pro Champion.
And firing back with an overhand chop of her own. Anything you can do, Hyan can do better.
Yep. I tell you, if you give it, you've got to be able to take it.
As both these women are finding out, there it is. Jenaccide firing back again, one of her own. Both of these women just taking each other to the corner. Just a show of strength and power, just these brutal strikes. Hyan moving Jennacide to the middle, takes her to the ropes, but maintains that wrist control, following right behind her, driving that knee into the gut of Jennacide.
I think blowing a kiss to the crowd on her way as well.
Whether to her supporters or I guess taunting those against her fans, you can be the judge there, but Hyan's got a hook. Northern Light suplex, 1.
Either way, I'm very impressed by Hyan at the moment.
Absolutely. I mean, she was in a little bit of trouble. I think we all can agree there earlier in this matchup, but has definitely turned the tide. Looking to make the most, Walker, like you were saying, of her one opportunity she has right now at the Mission Pro Championship.
And you're seeing this now, Hyan doing exactly what she does best, tying up her opponents 10 ways to Sunday, and it's paying dividends for her here.
That it is. Jennacide able to just fight out of it. The crowd behind her. Forearm and a kick, and one more for good measure into a jumping knee strike. Flurry of offense into the belly to belly. Is that going to be enough? 1, 2. Still not quite. You see Hyan just rolling out of danger's way. I think that speaks to the ring acumen of Hyan there, knowing she had to get out of danger.
Yeah, she looks to be in some pain. She's clutching that kind of midsection area, so I think rightly taking a breather on the outside.
Yeah, I don't blame her one bit, but Jennacide not going to give her the opportunity to recover. Hyan tried to swing, looks like that wand at the head of Jennacide, but got caught. Referee Hella sees it. But Hyan taking advantage of the situation just sends Jennacide face first into the ring post. Jennacide, I mean, that's a vicious turn of events no matter who you are in that ring. Jennacide, that's 100% just metal and directly to the face, over the steps. Jennacide, I mean,
those steps are dangerous as well. I've fallen down them almost once or twice.
Yeah, this matchup is getting bar fight ugly. Hyan is absolutely destructive in and around the squared circle.
We were just saying earlier how Hyan's got to make the most of this opportunity, and man, she's doing just that, using everything she can at her disposal. But she's already, looks like she's celebrating. She can't take too long with Jennacide here.
Well, we know what she has in her sights, and that's that Mission Pro Wrestling Championship.
Absolutely. I mean, have to keep your eyes on the prize. She's taking her time arguing with the crowd.
Don't take your eyes off Jennacide, though.
She will make you regret it, but still just caught Jennacide with that back elbow, sending the champ to the corner. But still, even just that flurry of offense, Jennacide only down for the 1 count. The heart of the champion on display.
Yeah, Hyan, she's a master strategist in that ring. She's going for that fireman's carry here, but can she lift up Jennacide?
Goes for it once, gets her up. Looks like she's struggling a little bit with it, but just right back down.
What a display of strength, though.
Just flipping Jennacide over, driving her to the mat, following up with that jumping leg drop.
Still couldn't get that 3 count, though.
Still could not. You're exactly right. Frustration visible on the face of Hyan. She goes to the waist lock. Looks like she's going for a German suplex, but again, Jennacide just blocking the attempt. Smart move by Jennacide there, just using the speed and momentum from running to the ropes and twisting her hips at the last minute, sending her opponent to the outside. Both these women on the edge of the ring. Oh my God.
A maneuver such as that one could be absolutely career-ending. Hyan's in a bad position here, folks.
I mean, that's putting it lightly there. I mean, I thought Jennacide was going to be going for a stunner of sorts, but just turned it into a driver, sending Hyan's face directly into the mat. Walker, just like you said, just incredible move, incredible punishment to Hyan. Jennacide opting to continue the assault outside the ring instead of taking her back in. We'll see where this goes. Hold on. Looking to reversal of fortune, send Hyan to the ring post.
I was going to say, she has to bring that action back inside the ring, though. You do not win that championship on the outside.
Absolutely right. And although maybe that's also what the front of Gennacide's I mean, we talk about the champion's advantage, right? I mean, this championship is not going to change hands on a count out. Can't imagine that's how Jennacide wants to pick up the victory, but I don't know how mad she'd be if it happens. Got Hyan draped over the rope. Got the underhook set up. Oh, this is a world of trouble for Hyan. Oh. Just drives her straight down, too. Not enough to put Hyan away, and Jennacide making it known that she is not pleased with that 2 count.
I think the closest we've seen, though, tonight in that match.
I agree with you. I mean, just between the exchange, like, hold on.
Oh, wait a minute.
Jennacide had her set up for that tombstone, but Hyan rolls her through. 1, 2. And runs right into that forearm from Jennacide.
Yeah, Jennacide just really needs to keep that momentum going at this point because she was so close to retaining that championship.
Is still very close to it. I mean, let's not make any bones about it. Hyan is still on the receiving end of the punishment, but aiming to reverse her fortunes right there. Back body drop when Jennacide going for the power bomb to see if she can make something happen and capitalize on the opening she has.
The best thing that Hyan can do for herself at this moment is to make Jennacide doubt her own abilities.
Oh, as she went in for that running knee, you could see she lowered the knee pad there, completely missed.
That's right, did miss the knee, but nailed her with the crossbody. We've seen that leg of Hyan takes a punishment throughout the match. She's been toughing through it well enough, but I gotta believe that's gonna be a factor at some point here. But maybe too little, too late. Jennacide managing to stop the suplex 2 times now. Both women jockeying for position. Jennacide, forearm, just a big blow to the back. Hyan firing back with a few shots of her own. And again, just these hard shots. Jennacide deciding 2 is better than 1.
She was right. It's taken Hyan down to her knees.
I mean, hard to argue with the results, right? Gennacide's got her hooked. Hyan blocking the suplex attempt on her own. Jennacide transitions. Looks like she's going for a full Nelson. But again, Hyan managed to muscle out of it. One more time. Oh! Snap suplex into the corner. Almost hit Jennacide with the turnbuckle, but catches her with that knee instead.
Yeah, this time she lands it.
Absolutely, in the most brutal way possible. Gennacide's head propped up against that turnbuckle perfectly.
And you notice how halfway through that pinning attempt, Hyan attempted to hook the second leg. She had the first one hooked. She tried to hook the second, and she couldn't manage to pick up the victory there. She should have hooked both legs.
Absolutely should have, and just imagine she's caught up in the moment. Nonetheless, the Bionic Beast getting back to her feet. As Hyan measuring her up from that second rope. What she got in mind. Jumping knee again, just straight to the face of Jennacide, who has none of it, firing back. 2 knees.
Oh.
Just a tornado kick to the side of the head.
Look at the strength of Jennacide picking up a full-grown woman.
And promptly slamming her straight back down.
A 2. I'm almost at a loss for words of that. I mean, I thought she was going for a fall-away slam, had Hyan in that position, but just using brute strength to swing her opponent around, taking her down to that DDT. Jennacide now pulling at the hair, wrenching at the chin, and just a variation of a chin lock here.
Jennicide's really having to derive to different tactics in order to try and get the one-up on her opponent here tonight. We don't usually see actions such as this.
That's a very good point. Jennacide digging deep into that arsenal, bringing out moves we haven't really seen her utilize before. Looking to do everything she can to pick up the victory, but you see Hyan fighting to the ropes, managing to break the hold. Hyan's got her leg hooked. Jennacide again, just a tug-of-war happening, but gets caught with the back elbow. Hyan looked like she was thinking something dangerous. Jennacide managed to fight out of it into the schoolgirl.
And you have to wonder if all that brutality unleashed on Hyan before just made her unable to really pick her up. Those injuries that she's had.
Absolutely, it has to. I mean, all this stuff takes wear and tear on your body 100%. I mean, you are not the same person this deep into a match as you are coming in fresh at the entrance. And again, Jennacide just has her hooked. Looks like she's going, just again, sheer strength on display, but Hyan able to fight out of it, doing anything she can just to stay out of this predicament right here.
Yes.
Gennacide's got her up.
She's trying to go for that tombstone pile driver, and she hits it, spiking her opponent on her skull. That's got to be it.
It is indeed, and
Here is
Jennacide
your winner, And still the Mission Pro Wrestling Champion, Jenaccide.
Fans, there you have it. Jennacide still your reigning Mission Pro Wrestling Champion. Hell of an effort by Hyan. Incredible matchup, but nonetheless, the Biotic Beast emerging victorious, still holding that belt, thanking the crowd. Absolutely incredible fight.
Absolutely incredible match, incredible competitors.
I'm going to call a spade a spade. Hyan, she might not have been victorious in her first ever matchup here in Mission Pro Wrestling, but the crowd and myself, and I'm sure I can speak for everyone here in Mission Pro Wrestling, are incredibly impressed by what we saw out of Hyan tonight. She took the champion to the limit, but it just wasn't enough. Jennacide walks away, still Mission Pro Wrestling champion.
Jennacide still your champion, but has to think she not only has some challengers waiting in the wings, but I can't imagine that's the last time we've seen Hyan here in Mission Pro Wrestling.
Took the words right out of my mouth.
Jennacide, of course, having her time with the fans at ringside, rightfully so. Her entourage, I guess we could say, she got out here. The kids there at ringside.
Yeah, she
And
is
fans-
definitely a fan favorite here at Mission Pro Wrestling.